It was past midnight when Daniel finished his shift at the hospital. The city streets were almost empty. Streetlights flickered. Cold wind moved through the quiet roads. Daniel checked his phone. 12:47 a.m. The last bus home usually arrived at 12:50 if he missed it. He would have to walk nearly 5 miles, so he hurried to the bus stop. The bus stop stood alone under a dim yellow streetlight. No cars, no people, just silence. Daniel looked around. Something about the night felt strange then. Headlights appeared in the distance. A bus slowly approached, but something about it felt wrong. The bus number was 13. Daniel frowned. He had taken this route hundreds of times, but he had never seen bus number 13 before. Still, he was too tired to think about it. The bus stopped. The doors opened with a long, creaking sound. Daniel stepped inside. The bus was almost empty. Only 3 passengers sat quietly. An old woman near the front, a man wearing a black coat in the middle, and a young girl sitting near the back window. None of them looked up when Daniel entered. The driver didn't speak either. Daniel noticed something strange. The driver's face was hidden in the shadow of his cap. Daniel walked toward the back and sat down. The bus began moving again, slowly, silently. After a few minutes, Daniel checked his phone again. No signal. That was odd. This road always had signal. He looked outside. The streets looked unfamiliar. Dark houses, broken streetlights, empty roads. Daniel leaned forward slightly. "Excuse me, is this bus going to Maple Street?" The driver didn't respond, not even a nod. Daniel tried again. "Hello?" Still nothing. The bus continued moving. Suddenly, the old woman near the front spoke. Her voice sounded dry and weak. "You shouldn't talk to the driver." Daniel looked confused. Why? The old woman slowly turned her head toward him. Her eyes looked pale. Almost gray, because he never answers. Daniel felt uncomfortable. "What do you mean?" The old woman looked forward again. "You'll see." Daniel felt a cold chill run through his body. He looked at the other passengers. The man in the black coat hadn't moved once, not even a little, and the young girl... And he was staring directly at him. Without blinking, Daniel tried to calm himself. Maybe they're just weird people, he thought. But something felt wrong. Very wrong. Then suddenly, the bus passed a road sign. Daniel's heart skipped a beat. This sign signed Ravenhill Cemetery to 2 miles. Daniel sat up straight. That made no sense. His house was in the opposite direction. He quickly walked toward the driver. "Hey, you missed my stop." The driver didn't move. Daniel stepped closer. "Excuse me." Then the bus suddenly hit a bump. Daniel grabbed the seat for balance. And that's when he noticed something terrifying. The driver's hands on the steering wheel looked skeletal. Skin stretched thin like dried paper. Daniel slowly moved closer and saw the driver's reflection in the mirror. But there was no face, just darkness. Daniel stepped back in shock. "What is this?" The old woman whispered again. "I told you not to talk to him." Daniel's voice trembled. "What is happening?" The old woman slowly stood up. Her joints cracked as she moved. "This bus only comes once every few years." Daniel stared at her. "What are you talking about?" She pointed outside the window. "Look." Daniel turned. The bus was now driving through thick fog, and ahead of them, iron gates appeared. Huge gates with rusted letters on top. Ravenhill Cemetery. Daniel's heart pounded. No, no. Stop the bus. He ran toward the door, but the doors wouldn't open. The bus slowed as it entered the cemetery road. The man in the black coat finally spoke. His voice was cold. You weren't supposed to get on this bus. Daniel felt panic rising. What do you mean? The man slowly turned his head. His eyes were completely black. This bus is only for the dead. Daniel's breathing became heavy. No, this isn't real. The young girl at the back whispered softly. But you're still alive. Daniel looked at her. Then why am I here? The old woman answered. Because sometimes the living make mistakes. The bus stopped near a large gate. The doors finally opened. Cold wind rushed inside. The man in the black coat stood up. So you have two choices. Daniel's voice shook. What choices? The man pointed outside. Step off the bus and become one of us. Daniel felt frozen. And the second option. The man leaned closer. Wake up. Suddenly everything went dark. Daniel felt like he was falling endlessly. Then he woke up, gasping for air, back at the bus stop. Under the same yellow streetlight, his phone showed 12:49 a.m. Just 1 minute before the bus arrived. Daniel stood up slowly, heart racing. Then headlights appeared again in the distance. A bus approached, but this time, the number was 12. Daniel stepped back and watched the bus pass without him. Because some rides are not meant for the living.